My children, I am Krishna. Stop for a moment. Before you proceed, I need to reveal something that could turn your world upside down. Nothing that is happening now is by chance. The fact that you are here, at this very second, reading every word, is because it is me, a divine voice that has always walked beside you, trying to reach you once more, perhaps for the last time. And today I will hide nothing. I will speak directly to your heart. If you ignore this now, if you turn your back on what I am about to deliver to you, I will not insist again. Yes, that is exactly what you heard. I am placing a choice before you, and that choice will define everything that comes next. So give me just a few moments. Your soul brought you here for a profound purpose, and what I am about to reveal will dismantle everything you thought you knew about the reason for so much pain in your life. I saw your tears on silent nights. I felt the weight on your chest when you thought no one cared. I even heard the prayers you murmured in fear, thinking they would not be heard. And even so, I was there, waiting for the moment when you would finally look back at me. But you run away, always saying later, tomorrow, later, not now. But today I'm drawing a line. Today is the day you decide who you choose to be. So tap the like button as a symbol, not for me, but for yourself, as a silent commitment that this time you won't run away. And if these words are already touching something inside you, if you feel that question, how can I repay you? Know that any gesture of support allows messages like this to reach other lives that are drowning without hope. You can be the reason a soul breathes again. Now, I need to say something that almost no one has the courage to say. You can't keep wasting time. Every second blaming yourself for old mistakes is a second lost from the life I gave you. A rare, precious, unique life. And you're throwing it away looking for quick motivation, like someone searching for crumbs on the ground. You plead for a miracle and don't realize that the miracle is you. But you've convinced yourself that you're too broken to be worth anything. And this is where you are deeply mistaken. The truth that will shake you is this. Every fall, every closed door, every betrayal that tore your soul apart, I allowed not to destroy you, but to mold you. Because something grand is coming, something so much bigger than you imagine, and your current version couldn't receive it. You think you're being punished, but you're being honed. You think you're being lifted from the ground, but you're being prepared to fly. The wisdom you are gaining through these tears will be healing not only for you, but for many, if you let it. If you stop fighting the process and replace "why me" with "what should I learn from this?" Now take a deep breath. Adjust your posture. Transform your energy in this instant. Declare, "I am ready," as a sign that you no longer want to live halfway. And listen carefully, because what comes now is for those who have truly decided to change. Do you want to know why your requests haven't been fulfilled? Because you ask for comfort while I'm building your strength. You ask for ease while I'm training you for mountains. You ask for love while I'm teaching you to see your worth. When things don't happen when you want them, you think you've been abandoned. But I care so much that I refuse to give you what is shallow and fleeting. I'm preparing something solid, lasting, eternal, but you need to trust. And I know that some who are reading this now have wounded souls, feeling trapped, believing that nothing will improve. Listen carefully. Don't end your story prematurely. Beautiful chapters are coming your way. What you've been waiting for with such weariness is closer than you think. An opportunity you deemed impossible is about to appear. Someone who will see your worth like no one else will soon. An idea of yours, which you underestimate, will change lives. But none of this happens without you here. So stay. Just one more day. Just one more step. And if you know someone who is struggling, share these words. You can be the bridge that saves someone. Now let's get to the point that really holds you back. It's not your past, nor your situation. It's the identity you created thinking you are weak, broken, defeated. This false identity became an excuse not to try. But it falls today. You are not your wounds. You are not your mistakes. You are a powerful soul, full of dormant possibilities. And that light awakens the moment you stop defining yourself by pain and begin to define yourself by the capacity to be reborn. Think about the mistake that weighs most heavily on you. Got it? Now listen, you are forgiven. It's over. You don't need to carry that guilt for another second. I am here. And this is the moment when everything can change. I left that behind in that same instant what happened. And now I ask you to take a deep breath and release what holds you back, because you are no longer the version that fell, suffered, or blamed itself. The time has come to stop dragging the shadows of the past into your tomorrow. There is something fundamental you need to understand. Everything that didn't fit into your life, in fact, fit perfectly into what was best for you. That love you insisted on so much would have extinguished your own light. That job that seemed ideal would have placed invisible chains on your feet. The chance you thought indispensable would have crushed you before you were ready. Look back carefully and see the pattern that formed. Each no was protection. Each detour was a secret route to something greater. Each loss distanced you from something that wouldn't serve you. I silently orchestrated every detail, always aiming for your well-being. And if you are still here, reading this until now, it reveals something enormous to me. Your soul is hungry for truth, not illusions. Most would have already left, but you remain. This shows that you are different, someone who is truly ready to transform. I don't appear this way to everyone, only to those who have been prepared for something greater than they imagine. Consider this the confirmation you were seeking. You were chosen, not because you are better, but because you are willing. Now listen carefully. In the coming weeks, you will be challenged. Something will arise to test everything you have heard here today. You will be pulled back to old habits, old thoughts, old pains. And when that happens, remember this message. This challenge is not meant to bring you down, but to prove that you are ready to move forward. It is your final exam. When you choose differently, when you decide to act as the new version of yourself, that is the exact moment your life changes course. From now on, let me continue guiding you exactly when necessary. Nothing is a coincidence. Whenever you feel a strong urge to listen to me, do so immediately. That urge is my calling. And now, for the next 21 days, I want you to do one simple practice before bed. Write down one thing you are grateful for, something you have learned, and one way you have perceived my presence in your life. This will train your mind to see me in everything, because what you seek grows before you. When you begin to look for me, you will realize that I have never been absent. And stop asking, what is my purpose? Your purpose is what appears before you today. Perhaps it is healing your wounds so that tomorrow you can heal someone else. Perhaps it is having patience with the one who raised you. Criticism is a sign that you are moving the world. For you who are thinking of giving up on your dream, don't dare stop now. You are dangerously close to victory. Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine me before you, placing my hand on your head. Feel me pouring strength, clarity, courage, and peace. I am removing what blocks your path. I am healing what still hurts. I am awakening talents you don't even know you have. And I promise, if you walk with me, if you trust in my plan, I will lead you to places you never imagined. I will open paths that no one can stop. I will transform your pain into a mission. But you need to remain firm. Keep moving forward, even in the darkest nights. Keep believing even when everything seems silent. If these words have touched your spirit, declare, I trust in you, Krishna. Share this message and allow it to reach other hearts. Every gesture of yours creates waves of transformation. Because this is not simply a video or a reading, it is your turning point. It is the moment when everything can change, but only if you choose to change now. I was serious from the beginning. If you ignore this opportunity, I won't force you anymore. But why choose to carry everything alone when I'm offering my shoulder? The choice is yours, and the time is now. So tell me, will you continue running away or finally return to your truth? Choose me. Choose yourself. Choose to transform yourself. And watch your world rapidly reorganize itself. I love you. I deeply believe in you. I am proud that you have come this far. Now go and become all that you were created to be. Jai Sri Krishna, my children, listen to my voice that speaks within the silence of your soul, because I have seen every step you take, every battle you face in silence, every tear that no one witnesses, and every effort that the world insists on ignoring. Believe in yourselves, because even before you realized it, I was already guiding you along the paths that would lead to renewal, strength, clarity, and the salvation of your own essence. Nothing you have experienced has been wasted. Each pain has become part of the preparation for what I am building in your destinies. Many point the finger, judge without knowing, speak without understanding, and condemn without ever having felt the weight you have carried. They don't know your hard journey. They don't know the nights you spent trying not to give up. They can't imagine how many times you got up when everything around you pushed you down. I know. I was there. And that is why I tell you, don't let the ignorance of others extinguish the greatness that exists within you. What seems like a setback is protection. What seems like silence is spiritual work happening. What seems like a fall is strengthening. You are walking towards something greater than you can see now. And even when you doubt yourselves, I do not doubt. I never doubt what I have planted in you. Trust in your own light, because it came from me. Trust in your own worth, because I am the one who sowed it. Trust in the path, because I am the one who traced it. Even when the world doesn't understand, I do. and that's enough for everything to keep moving in your favor. I know you often wonder why life demands so much from those who have already suffered so much, but understand that nothing is demanded of you without me already placing within your souls the necessary strength to endure, grow, and transcend. You carry a light that disturbs those who live in the darkness of their own ego, and that's why so many try to diminish the brilliance you possess. But what I protect, no one can destroy. Believe firmly in the value that exists in each of you, because I chose you precisely for the hearts you possess, for your resilience, for your ability to continue even when the world tries to take everything from you. You are like seeds that sprouted in hard soil, yet still grew strong, determined, and full of life. I look at every step you take, even those you think are too small to matter, and I see in them the silent triumph of those who do not give up. That is why I have guided you along paths that you often do not understand, but which are necessary for the greatness that is to come. When they speak ill of you, when they point the finger, when they laugh at your faith, when they try to shake your self-confidence, remember that these voices have no power over what I have placed within your souls. They do not know the weight you have carried. They have not seen the nights when you begged for strength. They have not witnessed the times when your heart broke and yet you rose as silent warriors. They judge the surface, but I see the depth. They see your mistakes, but I see the transformation. They notice your falls, but I observe your ascensions. That is why I tell you with all my presence, continue believing in yourselves, because I walk ahead, opening doors that before they were closed, tearing down walls that seemed insurmountable, illuminating paths that seemed too dark to follow. You are not lost, you are being guided. You are not failing, you are learning. You are not late, you are being prepared. And each preparation takes time, takes courage, takes silence, takes overcoming. Allow yourselves to feel proud of everything you have endured, because I am proud of each one of you. Do not let the voice of doubt extinguish the certainty that I place in your hearts daily. Many times the world will try to make you believe that you are not capable, that you do not deserve, that you have no value. But I affirm that your value goes beyond what the world can comprehend. There is an ancient, divine, and luminous force pulsing within every soul that listens to me, and this force will never be overcome by the critical gaze of those who do not know your truth. I accompany you when you walk through the shadows. I strengthen you when you think you cannot endure. I lift you up when you fall. I gather each pain to transform it into spiritual maturity. Nothing you have gone through has been in vain. Each difficult phase shaped your spirit, honed your heart, and broadened your consciousness. You are not walking towards just any destination. You are walking towards that which was reserved exclusively for you, long before you realized you were being guided. Move forward, my children, without fear of tomorrow, because tomorrow is already written by my hands. Continue trusting, because trust opens doors that fear tries to lock. Continue believing in who you are, because I see greatness where the world sees weakness. And continue walking with a firm heart, because I am with you in every breath, in every step, in every choice. The journey is profound, intense, and transformative, but its end is light, victory, and rebirth. My children, I come to you once more because I feel when your hearts tremble, when doubt insists on entering, and when the weight of the world tries to extinguish the strength I placed within each of you. Nothing I say is by chance. When I return to your consciousness, it is because something within you needs to awaken again, needs to be reminded that the light you carry is far greater than any shadow that tries to approach. I come to warn you not with fear, but with wisdom. I come to put you back on the path of your own essence, on the path of your strongest self, the one you sometimes forget, but which has never ceased to exist. You walk amidst invisible battles, battles within the mind, the heart, and the soul, and I observe every movement. What seems simple to many is a daily war for you. That is why I approach and place my hand upon your destinies, guiding you as I guided the warriors of old, leading each of you to triumph over that which tries to interrupt the flow of your life. Do not think you are alone when the enemy comes. The enemy can be a person, a thought, a fear, an old trauma, or even the voice that says you are not capable. I see everything, and that is why I come again, because you need to remember that you do not walk unarmed. Within you lies a strength that has already faced storms far greater than those that now seem threatening. This strength is a reflection of the divine energy I left in your souls. When I say that I guide you in battle, I am not speaking of physical war, but of the silent war waged within each of you. I guide you along paths where courage awakens, where clarity dissolves confusion, where the spirit rises when the body wants to give up. Every step I take beside you is so that you may triumph not only over the enemies you see, but also over those you don't even realize you carry. I prepare you to win, because I know you were born for this. Even when the world tries to diminish your dreams, even when life tries to weaken your certainties, I remain present. I come to remind you that all the pain you have experienced has shaped your courage. I come to strengthen the flame that insists on remaining lit even on the most difficult days. I come to rekindle the confidence that fear tries to steal. Nothing can stop a heart that chooses to align itself with the truth of its own soul. Follow, my children, with the certainty that every enemy will be defeated not by brute force, but by the inner strength I have awakened in you. I carry you when you stumble, I inspire you when you weary, I awaken you when you are lost. Victory is closer than you imagine, and I will continue to come as many times as necessary, until each of you recognizes the greatness you were born to live.